Hey, so I'm going to try to explain very quickly how to set up your screen and do uh, a video where you want to give an instructional, uh, like I'm doing right now. So you have your video, you have uh, your audio and you have of your voice, and you can also go in and get your play your digital audio workstation audio and play that if you want, and show everything on your screen, what you're doing, etc., etc. I have looked online and I appreciate the videos I've checked out, but it took a long time to piece it all together so that it actually worked for me. And I think you might have to do the same kind of thing. So be prepared. Uh, so you can see, I'll just right into it here. Um, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go and download OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. Download that for your computer. Secondly, you're going to have to go over to Reaper. Hopefully, you can see the URL on these, but you go to Reaper and you go down and grab. I doubt anybody's still using 32-bit, but anyways, grab the 64-bit. And in the 64-bit, there's other videos that explain how to do this, but you got to uncheck everything and only leave it so that you have this one plugin that you're going to be installing. So it's called the Restream, and you just want to grab that one. That's all you need. Okay, so there are so many little minutia things that I was kind of like, Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable trying to just get a simple thing going on your screen. I tried voice meter, just things get messy, and I didn't want to start installing software that I didn't feel I really needed, or I didn't want to go there anyway. So OBS and the RIA software, the Reaper software is good enough. I don't want to do anything more than that. So, okay, so you're in OBS, and you'll see here I have scenes, or we have scenes, and we have sources. So you need to create a scene to be able to get this whole thing started. So you go down to your plus sign and you just call it whatever you want. It's the overall picture of what you're trying to do. So like it's kind of like a global name. I called mine Cakewalk Sonar Vid Tutorials, right? So underneath that, you're going to create sources. So you're going to have a source for your entire screen. Then you're going to have a video capture, which is the layout capture. So you can see how it is displaying where I wanted to position myself up in the corner. Then you have audio input capture, which we'll go into. To be able to grab your DAW and bring it in so that you can. Generally, people don't talk over something when they're trying to play it. So that's how it's going to be, right? And then you have your input capture, which is the audio for your webcam. Now, that's the point here. Is I have a very specific way that I'm trying to set this up. I originally tried to set this up so I could use my Shure SMB7 mic and just put that into the entire process, so I could talk into this and I'd be all hunky-dory. There's probably a way of figuring this out, but I got so annoyed with trying to get it all figured out. All of the audio coming out of my audio interface, and all of the audio coming out of my audio interface is just going specifically into OBS, and it's being channeled for playing the audio. There's, I think this is where voice meter would work really well, but I don't have any patience. So I think voice meter would be able to divvy up what's coming out of your audio interface so that you could get your mic going. And my mic's, this isn't a USB mic. That's the whole point. So it's XLR and it's plugged right into my audio interface, but I got irritated, frustrated. I was going, you know what? Screw this. I'll use my webcam, which is a Logitech C9 922, something like that. It's got its little mic thing, so it's picking up my voice, and then the audio is through. I'm channeling it through the processes here, these sources. So here we go. So just some things to keep in mind over here in OBS. Click settings and you can go under audio, and there's two selections that you have to be aware of, and that's your desktop audio, which is generally going to be your DAW, and then your mic, whatever your mic is. It's good to set these here. Just set them. It'll help. So then you have oh no, what's it doing? Streaming software connected. I'm connected. So what we'll do is just break it down here one by one. Display capture entire screen. You can just grab any of these from here. And this one doesn't really, OBS does it for you. What you're seeing on the screen is the display capture, so it goes into infinity. I can't get rid of that. There's probably a way of doing that, but I don't think so. I think when you're on the screen that you're capturing, you're going to have that kind of multiple thing in front, unless you have something full screen. So that is your entire desktop. I named everything. Everything is called what you see before the dash on all of these. That's the selection within here. And next one is the layout capture, and that's video capture device when you go in here. And you can just position where you want to be. There's probably other features in there. You can dabble around in it. And then the audio input capture is where you're going to be fiddling with this yourself to get the right levels when you're trying to get things all arranged. You don't want to be maxing out in the red on when you're playing audio. You don't want things to be garbled or anything like that. In this one, now this is where we have the Reason plugin, and when you install the Reason plugin, you will go into I should just quickly say this one. Audio input capture is your webcam. So you want to just choose it in here and specifically point it to your webcam. So it's a separate audio source. So you can pick up, I had a problem where I wasn't hearing anything. I could hear it, but it was really faint. So anyways, the audio input capture aspect of this is where you install that one plugin from Reason, and you go into your DAW. Here we are. And on your master track, on your master bus, you go in and you put that plugin on your master bus. So when you do that, there's one important thing is you can change the identifier, but if you change that, we have to create another instance of this plugin in OBS. So if you change the name here, you're going to have to use that name in OBS, which is something that just fucked me up. It was really irritating. So anyways, when you go in here, you want your DAW to send the audio out. So select in here, local broadcasts. You're only going to have 2 selections. I just leave this default. I don't want to get into renaming shit. So that when you play your song, you should see levels on this. You should see it, jumping. Then once you have that, that is all set up so that you can go into OBS. You go down to here and you take audio input capture. When you select that and you bring it in, you then want to go into filters. And under filters, you'll go down to the plus sign, grab VST2X plugin, and it'll bring up a little instantiation like this. Go under the pull down and then go and find that Restream standalone plugin. I'm not sure why I have 2, but it's not because I have one in my DAW and one in OBS. I don't know why it's multiplying them, but it didn't seem to matter which one I chose. So you choose the standalone, and once you do that, just click on Open Plugin Interface. So you'll notice the identifier is default, and then in this one you want it as receive. So you want that as receive. Then you're good to go on that. You're good. So that will capture the audio from your DAW. It should. Now, I ran into so many little hurdles, things I was going, why is this not working? What the fuck is going on with this? And I got it, so things seem decent enough now that I'm like, good, got it. This is great. Awesome. The one thing I do notice is you have to play around with your levels a bit. As I previously mentioned, in your DAW, I find if I actually had to bring my master fader down quite a bit, just so everything kind of balanced out. And I had to bring, here's another one, is the webcam, or in this case, I'm using a webcam for my voice. So it's right there. If I right click on that and go to filters, I added gain. Now you can also, if you have a lot of noise in the background, you can add noise suppression, which is super awesome. I should actually put that on there. Let's do that. And noise suppression should be before gain. Yeah, yeah, that's good. And I don't leave the setting like it is. And the gain, you have to calibrate it for your mic, your audio, your USB mic. In my case, obviously, it's coming from my my webcam that is picking up my voice. Close that. So that's the 4 items that you need to be able to do the video. I believe I covered everything on this. In true fashion, I probably missed something. So if I open up my DAW, I can now play the tune. So that's great. If this video helps you at all, awesome. I just, it's been, there are a lot of people out there who made videos, and I thank all of them. I really do. They all kind of helped me along for my particular situation. So, anyways, good luck with your setup and have a good one.